a third generation Sikh, born in Kenya. My grandmother's born in Kenya, my father's born here, I'm born here. And this is home. This is where I'm from. My parents have been avid travelers ever since, so I've been on safari since I was 10 days old, and it sort of stuck and just stayed in my blood. This whole being on safari, being out in nature, animals, wilderness. I think wilderness more than anything. It's just this incredible feeling of always being out here, the freedom of being out where there's no lights, under the stars. The mythology of all the stars and the different cultures and how they believe, that really interests me. So I became a safari guide about 8 years ago, and it was a while. It took a while as a woman to get into the industry, simply because it's a very male-dominated industry, but pushed through. And currently, I'm still the only female gold level guide in the country. So that's the highest qualification, or the highest East African qualification you can get as a safari guide. And we're probably only 27 of us, and I'm still the only girl on that, which is a big achievement. I think more women should really aim for that. And this is my story. You know, I guide all over Africa. Some of my favorite places, yes, they're the Mara Serengeti ecosystem, but Namibia, Botswana, Victoria Falls, it's just special places. That is my story, and I love being on safari, and I'd love for you to come and share and photograph and let's laugh and be happy out here in this beautiful part of the world. Three most important pieces of kit you must bring on safari, or a recommended list. First and foremost is a really good sense of humor. We're here to have a good time. You must come. We're here to have fun. Highly recommend a really good pair of binoculars. They're invaluable whenever you travel, especially if you're a nature lover. It might not be your only trip to Africa, so yes, binoculars must do. A good headlamp or a torch. You know, there's a lot of time we're walking back to our tent, or you just need something, so a good torch, highly recommend. The third one is a kikoi or a good sarong and a scarf. So late evenings, early mornings. Three books that I recommend that you read before coming to Africa on safari. Three personal favorites. It's really hard to choose, but number one is Out of Africa. Number two is West with a Night. Number three is Africa, Biography of a Continent. And I think the whole essence of all three, it sort of sums it up very differently. Out of Africa is all about the romance of Africa, the early settlers, what it was when Nairobi was being formed, the whole Kenya story, photographic safaris. West with the Night is Beryl Markham's story, is lots of girl power, you know, this remarkable human being, and when she grew up here, how she went on with her life. And Africa, Biography of the Continent, really about the formation of the continent, the people, our development, the countries, the wars, everything that we've gone through. Definitely and undoubtedly the big vast open plains of the Mara Serengeti ecosystem. I think it takes me back to a time when I was also my happiest as a child, and I tend to spend a lot more time there now. So it's big sky country, masses of game. It's out of Africa, that's what it is. Being on safari and just generally regarding the different rules that we all live by or mottos that we have, I think as long as you live every day to the fullest and in integrity and try and be as happy, because each day is this present that we have, and that's why it's called the present, just because you don't know about the next moment or the next day. And I think if you live in that and intend to enjoy every day, and again, live it to the fullest, you won't go wrong. And especially on safari, being out in nature all the time, we're so lucky. We have this beautiful energy, and we're just given all this love out here. So definitely, so much to be grateful for every day, and just living it to the fullest, enjoying every day for what it is. I don't think so. The whole concept of animals sort of being scary, as a guide, that doesn't happen much, and I think even as a guest, it's not something that we should look at as then not to be afraid of. We have to be careful of them, but we're also very respectful of them. So no, I've never really been scared on safari. I think I'd be more afraid in a big city per se, but not on safari, not with the big game, and definitely not at night. So no. There is a Zen phrase for me, and it really translated means one moment, one chance. And when you think about it, this is really all we ever get. And I think I try my level best, like I said, to live it fully, to live in the present, and in every moment really, because that's the only chance we get. So for me, if there's anything that's really sacred, it has to be that. It's Ichigo, Ichie, which is that Zen phrase of just this one moment and one chance, and that's all we have. Have I ever been really scared on safari? Well, no, not really, but look, here we've got this big ancient crocodile going back into the water, and he's just incredible. He's just, yes, he's a little bit scary, but at the same time you want to give him that respect, and it's just incredible. As long as you keep your distances and you're giving them the respect they require, there's really nothing to be afraid of. And I don't think I've ever really been afraid on safari. It's just incredible. I think there's been more as a child than as an adult, but those ones, we'll definitely leave them for when you come down and sit by the campfire. Yes, let's leave them for another time. Sitting by the campfire, under the stars, an African sky, and then we can laugh and have fun over those.